Video, I'm going to demonstrate how to store passwords securely with password_hash. So I've got a query here that will create the database called demo, and then we will select that database and then create a table called test, and we'll be storing our users in this table, and the users will have a unique row ID, a username, and a hashed password. So I'm going to run this query in MySQL bench right here, and that's going to create the database for us. So we can see that the table has been created for us. So the table at this point is empty. So let's go back to our PHP code and see what we're doing. The first thing I'm doing here is turning off detailed MySQL error messages. And then we're loading database connection setting from the configuration file. So this is where I've got all the configuration details. Then we connect to the database, and then we check if the database connection has failed. If it does, we will exit at this point. Then what we'll do is we'll start with hashing the password before we are storing it into the database. So here I'm using a function called password hash. And what it will do is it will convert the password, and this is the password, the plain text, password123, into a secure one-hashed value. So it automatically adds randomness to the same password. So the same password produces different results every time. So here we have something called password_default, and what it does is it will select the most secure available hashing algorithm. And if we hover the mouse over it, this will give us more details about what it does. And then what happens is the results cannot be reversed to recover the original password, and that value is stored into a variable called hash. We then store the username and the hashed password into the database, and we've given the name Bob for the username and the hashed value. And then we just print out a message to the user on screen saying that the user is inserted. I'm going to open a new terminal and start my PHP server. And then I'm going to open up my browser, and I'm just going to refresh the page. Here we see that the users have been inserted. So I'm going to come back to MySQL bench, and I'm going to refresh the database. And as you can see now, the one is coming from the automatic, the auto increment field, and then the Bob is coming from the SQL query in addition to the hashed value. So this value, this hashed value here, is it contains everything needed to securely verify the password later, but we cannot recover it. Okay, so one line to take away from this: always hash your passwords before saving them into the database. And one of ways to hash the password is using password_hash. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.